Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And on today's Going In Raw News Brief, where will WWE take Thunderdome next? The NXT Tag Titles have been vacated, and we preview tonight's Impact. But first, will Charlotte miss WrestleMania? Larson, what's in the news?
So, Charlotte's in the news following her announcement yesterday evening that she had tested positive for COVID. Now we're potentially getting conflicting information about whether she'll be back in time for WrestleMania. So first, her fiance, Andrade, tweeted in response to her announcement, quote, 4 more days and you're clear, I hope, and go back to the WrestleMania poster.
Whoa.
Of course, she would
Whoa,
take off.
buddy.
What?
Would you please give him the respect and read that verbatim?
Sorry. 4 more days and you're clear, mommy.
You said, mommy.
I hope, and go back to the WrestleMania poster.
Yeah. Mommy. That's great. Meanwhile, Charlotte's father, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, tweeted this: praying for a speedy recovery. You set the bar so high. WrestleMania will not be the same without the Queen. All these men in Charlotte's life thinking they know what's going on with the Queen, Larson. The Queen will determine if the Queen is cleared or not. Rather, probably doctors will clear that.
I feel like it's going to be WWE medical staff.
Yeah, probably. She's cleared or not.
It has nothing to do with,
But
I don't know. I mean, I would. Andrade in his tweet, that's a very specific time frame. 4 days.
I wonder if maybe
4 days is kind of like if you can get cleared in 4 days, and you should be good. But if you can't get cleared in 4 days, and maybe you know.
Oh, there's a window of that could be. It could be that when she was tested positive, it was 6 days prior to this tweet, and maybe the doctor said you'd be good in 10 days, assuming your symptoms don't get worse. Maybe it could be something like that.
Yes, or you test negative after 10 days. Yes, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows?
But then the Nature Boy, who has been known to have kind of a spotty record when he's speaking on her behalf, which he has done before. Says that WrestleMania is not going to be. She's not going to be at WrestleMania. So only time will tell. Larson.
Well, there is another way to read the Ric Flair's tweet. Not just that she's not going to be at WrestleMania. It's speedy recovery. But in the event that you're not cleared in time, the show won't be the same without you.
Oh, WrestleMania would not be the same without you. But he said,
yes.
It will not be the same without the Queen. Okay. If you're not there, then it won't be the same.
Not that you're not going to be there, so it won't be the same.
Yeah,
if you're not there, it's not the same.
That's a good point. So, all sorts of, all sorts of clues to figure out here. Verbal cues to parse, perhaps. Anyway,
yes,
so,
perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
There's more comings and goings for WWE around Mania season. In this case, where Thunderdome is going to be. So John Alba is reporting that WWE will have to get out of here. Tropicana Field.
Get out of here.
Very soon, with sources telling him that, quote, Thunderdome residency at Tropicana Field is set to end at SmackDown after the SmackDown taping on April 2nd. As of now, conversion of the stadium back to baseball setup has already begun in some areas where possible. And Alba also adds either the April 5th and April 9th. Here's the thing. When I see stuff in blue that I copy from tweets, I just kind of skip over it. April 9th pre-WrestleMania tapings would be pre-taped or would be at a different venue.
Alba also reiterated his report from last week about where WWE might take Thunderdome, stating WWE is expected to remain in the Tampa area once its Thunderdome residency is up at Tropicana Field. The expectation, per multiple sources, is they will go to USF's Yuengling Center. How do you pronounce it?
Yuengling Center.
Yuengling Center. Okay.
I think it used to be known as the Sun Dome.
I
think that's what he said in his previous report a week ago.
Okay. That's
so
cool.
No official announcement yet. Given that that's going to happen in about a couple weeks, you'd think that would be forthcoming pretty darn soon.
You would think so, but at the same time, If it's just going to
most say anything, but like, is anybody going to notice that we're not at Thunderdome anymore, or not at a Trop anymore?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Thunderdome is Thunderdome. It's not going to matter like where they're at. I would think
they have established certain parts of the geography based on backstage segments.
Okay, yeah, that's true. You've seen the field.
They are in a baseball stadium. The Falls Count Anywhere match between Roman and Kevin Owens. They were all back there on SmackDown last week. We saw Big E and Apollo Crews brawl back there. Even at Fastlane, the pre-tape stuff between Randy and Alexa, in one shot, you could see sunlight coming through the dome.
Yeah, I mean, they've really only taken advantage of what's going on there in the Falls Count Anywhere in the Roman Reigns Kevin Owens match. I mean, that's when it really came into play. But even then, it's not like they had like a stadium stampede type situation where they really make use of the fact they're at a baseball stadium.
No, not like that match where Minoru Suzuki was trying to get to bases, I think, to break up submission holds.
That's great. That's terrific. So yeah, by and large, within Thunderdome, probably not going to notice much of a difference, and it's probably only going to be short term anyways because we're going to get fans back sooner than later.
Yeah, by the summer probably.
I would not be shocked for it to be a little bit sooner than that even. Also, this is sad. Looks like we got some vacated tag team titles in the NXT brand. Initial reports that Danny Burch suffered a separated shoulder on last week's episode of NXT apparently were accurate, because the bumps. Matt Kemp confirmed the injury today via the Twitter, and then NXT General Manager William Regal announced that due to Burch's injury, the NXT Tag Team Championships have been vacated, and I will address the future of those titles tomorrow on NXT. So, that's Larson, what do you think's going to go down with these titles?
MSK has a guaranteed title shot. I don't know when Wesley's broken hand's going to be healed. Whether it has to be in time for TakeOver. Yeah,
you move them. Here's what you do. You move them from one half British tag team to one full British tag team. Heels to heels. Soon to be recognized as NXT's number one.
Well, they're not
going to the grizzled young veterans.
They're just not going to give them.
They should.
What they should do, they'll probably do is Regal say, hey, we're going to have like a 4-way tag match. Winner of that match faces MSK at TakeOver. They'll be new tag champions.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be grizzled young veterans.
Grizzled.
Because the story's there, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer for Danny Burch, though. He's been in this game for a very, very long time. It was nice to see him get a tag title run.
Yeah, agreed. Least. Yeah, the Matt Camp, posted the Danny Burch's x-rays, and I'm no doctor.
Something seemed wrong there.
My limited understanding of human anatomy, that seemed like a pretty bad separation of the shoulder.
Yeah, it seemed. Yeah, it didn't look normal. It looked bad.
There was like one piece of bone going under another piece of bone.
Yeah, it
didn't look like that was supposed to be the case.
Anyways, let's talk about Impact, Larson, because we've got our Impact stream tonight at twitch.tv/Steve and Larson. The Enforcer is going to join us, I think.
Yep.
Let's see what's going to happen. I mean, number one preview is we're going to be talking a lot about stuff not related to Impact or even wrestling.
But Impact will be on the screen.
Impact's going to be on the screen, so you can watch wrestling as well. And whenever something important is happening, we always turn our attentions to it, and we turn the volume up on it most of the time. If we notice it.
That's a massive if. I mean, for sure, if the Steiner Math promo is running.
That's 100%. That's 100%. And a Tony and Tony paid advertisement. That's 100%. It's going up unless I'm out of the room because I control the stream. Impact. Kenny Omega and Don Callis are returning to Impact. Larson, of course, Kenny Omega has his title match coming up. Title versus title at Rebellion in late April.
Yep. Carl Anderson versus Ed Edwards.
Deanna Purrazzo versus Jazz.
It's an X Division Championship rematch. Ace Austin versus TJP.
Oh, is the title on the line here?
I believe so.
That'll be a good match. And then we're going to get a woo interview with Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
Where he's probably going to just insist on not being friends with his best friend.
Seemingly. In other streaming news, I can confirm that this upcoming Sunday, was that 28th?
Yeah.
I will finally take my punishment for losing Royal Rumble predictions. 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, Sunday evening. General Commander and some other piece of garbage movie that Steve selects.
I think it's going to be. I think I'm going to go with the Star Trek: The Motion Picture. If that's available on Amazon Prime, I'm going to come hang out and watch some motion picture.
Okay.
Decker, stop competing with me, and don't be a creep.
Yep, it is available.
All right. So there's your double header.
Wow,
Star
General
Trek:
Commander,
The Motion
Steven
Picture.
Seagal vehicle, and then Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Exciting stuff. Starting at 7:30 Pacific
PM. Yes.
So Star Trek: The Motion Picture. How long is that movie? Like 2.5 hours?
2 hours and 11 minutes.
Okay, so 2 hours. General Commander's probably like what, 90 minutes?
It's under 90 minutes, but that's including credits. So of
course,
really,
it is.
No
All
disrespect to anybody who watched the movie,
Wow.
or who worked the movie, but we don't need to watch the credits.
Wow, this is good, man. We're going deep into the night, man. Well, at least you are.
Well,
anyways,
it'll be before
about 10 to 11, maybe 11 o'clock.
Yeah, 11ish.
There you go.
11ish.
All right. Well, anyways, that sounds like fun. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Help support Going In Raw today by becoming a Friendo Club TV member. You'll get access to new bonus episodes every week, including Friendo Club Arcade, Live Power Rank, Vintage 10 for the Wins, and Ask Steven Larson. Get access to Friendo Club TV today by becoming a $5 and up patron at patreon.com/Steven Larson, by throwing us a sub at twitch.tv/Steven Larson, or by clicking join at youtube.com/Steven Larson.